Hello, everybody. So every so often, I like to just kind of turn on the camera and talk about how life is going and all of that. And I figured I'd do another one of these today, mostly to focus on. It's been a little less than a year since I last officially came out to people that weren't just internet people. Came out to a few close friends, and a few months ago, I came out to my work friends as well. And have been pretty much out publicly aside from to my family for all of 2023 plus a month ish. So I just figured that I would talk about my life, mainly my issues with coming out and what the future holds for me, I guess. Um, so growing up, I think I've known that I was trans for quite some time, but I was raised in a very Christian household. I was not very supportive of even I was sent to a Christian elementary school that literally told me when the um, gay marriage bill was passed, no, love doesn't win. So yeah, it was not exactly the most progressive upbringing that I could have possibly had. Um, and being told being trans sucks because you have these constant issues with your body, your view of your body, how people view you, and then on top of that, I'm being raised in a Christian household, which tells me not only am I wrong for having those feelings, I'm an abomination for having those feelings. Uh, Growing up, I just really, really hated myself. I couldn't stop having these feelings. I was told they were sinful. I was told that, like I said, I was told that people like me were abominations. My own family. Um, yeah, not, Growing up and coming to terms with me being trans was very, very hard for me. And just coming to terms with the fact that these feelings weren't going to go away. Um, I tried to get rid of them. I went to a Christian high school by my own asking, a pastoral training center, specifically because I thought that they could fix me. Um, they obviously they didn't, but it was it was very rough because I didn't think that there was a future for me in the world. I guess you could say. Like I just didn't think I belonged in the world. I was sinful for having the feelings. Was sinful for being the way that I was, but also taught that Judas. I'll have to say this in a stupid way because of YouTube's censorship, but taught the way that Judas uh, ended his own life was also sinful, and you would go to hell for that as well. So I couldn't even have an out of that, not having to deal with it anymore. It was it, there's no better word for it. It was just terrible. And again, I went to a Christian high school hoping that they could fix me, but as I was slowly coming to terms with the fact that I don't, I can't be fixed, and that everyone around me, if my parents were raised Christian, they thought that being trans and being gay was an abomination, then why would everybody else that I had met all through elementary, all through high school, I was never really exposed to the world. I never had interactions with anybody who had different views, so why would I think that the entire world just didn't hate me? But it made, until 2020, when the entire COVID shutdown happened, that was the first time in my life that I was free. And I met someone online through Discord that I became very close friends with. They lived close, so we met up, and they were the first person that I told my feelings to. That I think that I might be transgender, and they were the first person I felt maybe might not hate me, and they were the first person to guide me through just all the battleground that I should have been fighting my whole life, but was never allowed to because just who my parents were and where they wanted me to be. And I will always appreciate them for that. They're not of this world anymore, but that's a whole other story. Regardless, yeah, they helped me realize who I was. And alongside that, I met some other people. I met my roommate, who I live with now. My brain is running. Whatever. But yeah. But now I'm here. Now I'm myself. I'm with people who care about me. People who like me for me and not the person I was presented with, because the person I actually was a demon. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all that it was not a very good upbringing. But some of those people, I'm not saying that everybody who I met during those times was unsupportive. Like I said, I came out to a few close friends. Some of them decided to give me sermons. I'm not too happy about that, but some of them are supportive. Even though they also have Christian parents, so they can't necessarily talk about it a bunch, but it is appreciated. Again, I have everybody else I have met out here in Iowa. They're good people. Have supported me at work, and I'm happy now. For the first time, I think I like myself. Just, I never thought that, like, I never thought I would make it this far. Like I said, I thought that there was no future for me because I was just hellspawn. But I like myself. I like melody, and it makes me happy. And I'm me. And I know there are a lot of bills going around across the United States that want to put people through the same thing that I have, and that it is a complicated question as far as trans healthcare goes for minors. I support it. I think that it's great because I don't want people to go through that same feeling of just hating your body and being told that you should doubly hate yourself for that. I personally support trans healthcare for minors, but again, there is complicated questions about informed consent and all that, especially for estrogen, which can have some side effects. But again, I'm not a professional. I'll leave the discussion of that up to the people who know more than I do. Yeah. Yeah. And as for the future of me, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I have a nice job. I have friends at work. I have good friends who I play video games with often. I feel just I'm happy. I have a good life. It's like I'm just sad I had to wait 18 years to be here. 19. Yeah, I moved here when I was 18. Whatever. But yeah. for the future, I'm getting my name changed in April 3rd. I'm getting an appointment set up for HRT, which is basically just like the stuff that will officially feminize me. That's the female hormones that will turn me into who I am inside. I have a wonderful girlfriend who I love. I'm probably going to be moving out this year. I'll be getting a car. Life is good. And none of that would have been possible under the conditions in which I was raised. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you're religious, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know. It's a complicated question between me and religion. Cause I don't think, I don't know. I don't believe in a God who would hate me for being me. God makes no mistakes, and God made me, so I don't know. It's a complicated question that, again, I'm not educated enough to get into. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's really all I have to say. But I'm happy. I'm good. I'm living the life I want to, and I'm moving forward into a future that I think includes me. Bye.